Jumping straight into vending, 6 months in, how do we do? What's going on, guys? I am DB3TCG. You can just call me Don, and I'm here with a year in a review. I know I'm a little late because January 1st were basically a month ago, but I took my time with this video. I also got sick, but just want to talk about my year in review. I guess like the last 6 or 7 months of the year, how I got into this vending business and how is it going so far, and kind of the future goals that we have going on with the business. And it's kind of starting this channel. So I started in about June, late June, early July, kind of get back on TCGplayer and selling because I lost my job, unfortunately, and I needed something to kind of hold me above water until I found another job. And so because I'm such a huge Magic player and I play competitively and I have a large collection, I sold part of my collection at a show at the Winsfield Card Show here in Missouri to kind of keep me afloat, and got introduced to some people that knew I had a whole bunch of Magic stuff I could sell and introduced me into the scene, and I was able to get a table really quickly. My first show was in August, and kind of started from there. I was constantly selling on TCGplayer to kind of get verified so I could build in 2 different ways, and we are here now. I started out with about $2,000 of inventory or whatever, and I ended up around $15,500 or so at the end of the year in 2025 in inventory, which I'll have posted up on the screen somewhere. But yeah, so in this video you're kind of gonna have to see my I guess my venture through vending and figuring everything out there and making connections and making sales and all that stuff like that, and my plans for the future. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So here we have just me walking around the main show that I vended this past year, which was the Winsfield Card Show, obviously at the Winsfield Flea Market. A lot of the same vendors vended this show. I've had so much fun at this show, so much success at this show. Met a lot of great people. Shout out to Stu and shout out to Cardboard that helped run this show. And as of right now, it's a free show for vendors, so you don't have to pay any tables fees. Unfortunately, I know this isn't the best filming. I filmed this on my phone. I just bought a camera so I can have better videos and clearer videos, and hopefully vendor point of view videos coming out soon. But yeah, just taking a gander of the space and kind of showing you everything that this place has to offer. It's a great show. It's a great show for the community, and we've done a lot of great deals and made a lot of money at this show. So yeah, I'm figuring out the camera as I'm walking around and getting the settings down. But yeah, just seeing how big the show is, and well, big in the sense of like it's a good local show. I haven't done any crazy shows or multi-day shows, and I think this year we're going to be taking on bigger shows, like whether it be like a 2 or 3 day show. As you can see, my fiance, my life partner, future life partner, helps me out a lot with things, and so without her help I couldn't do it. And so we have a goal of kind of doing maybe a bigger show or so, and growing the business even more. Like I said, I've grown a lot in 6 or 7 months, and I kind of plan on continuously growing. Here I'm talking to one of the guys that I've met and done business with, and we're really close. He's showing me a Gengar that he got in the collection there. But yeah, just the connections that I made have been great, and I really do appreciate everybody that's helped me out in this space. And there's so many great vendors all across the country, and even local shows. You get to meet a lot of local guys who are just doing this as a side business, doing it maybe as even the main hustle, but just doing it because they really do love it. And sometimes it's not really about the money, it's about just having fun and enjoy what you're doing. And look, you got even video games here, which I didn't even know. Looking back, I didn't even know that was there. But yeah, just going through the venue, kind of showing what everybody has and stuff like that, and how large this quote unquote, well, I say large, but how many vendors at this small show, how much stuff they really bring out. at these local small shows. But yeah, I found out through this show through a place called Game Euphoria, which I play Magic at, and I have played in the RCQ, which is the regional championship qualifiers at. And then this show right here is the O'Fallon show, which I actually got the flyer at the Winsfield show for. This was the only other show that we went to, meaning like the only other show ran by different people. I did 6 or 7 shows in that 6-month period, and this was the only other show I've been to that outside the Winsfield show, which is at a church in O'Fallon, which is like pretty close to the Winsfield area if you're not familiar with Missouri. But yeah, another good show, good area. We didn't use the whole space, which was interesting, and this was Black Friday, so I wasn't the most excited about this show looking at it because of the fact that it was on a Friday night, and I just don't think Friday night shows are great. They have changed that going forward, and it's all Saturdays now, so we are scheduled to do, this video is coming out February 3rd, I believe, February 5th. So with that being said, I have a Winsfield show on Valentine's Day, and then I have the O'Fallon show on the 21st of February. So 2 shows back to back, and I look forward to doing Saturday shows. I look forward to doing these shows, and I've heard these shows Winsfield show for sure has been great to us, and I've heard the O'Fallon show has gotten even better over time, and it's doing really great. So super excited. But as you can see, kind of some of the same guys that you saw in the other walkthrough, but some different people too that are doing this show. But yeah, the main difference with this show is that they have 6-foot tables compared to 8-foot tables. Kind of rambling, but yeah, that's the main difference. But yeah, still, people have great stuff. This guy's asking me about the Eagles here. When the Eagles lost to the Bears, I was so upset. But yeah, a lot of great vibes, great people, great community. And then speaking of the community, we've met a lot of great people, done a lot of great deals with great people. It's the 3 vendor versus me interaction. But made some good friends and good contacts in the community that have helped me out a lot, have given me great deals, have helped me kind of get my foot in the door, and has, vouched for me. And especially the customers and collectors that come to me. Grace is probably our favorite collector. We enjoy really all our interactions with Grace, and she just reminds me of why, I enjoy the trading card community. I've been in the trading card community for 20 years. I've played Magic for 20 years. I've collected Pokemon as a kid and kind of got back into it. And now we're even, making forays into One Piece. So I've just been a huge fan of the trading card community and the trading card game. And here she got a big hit. Check out that short. It's on the channel. But Grace reminds me of just like how awesome it is to just chase, your hobbies and to enjoy something. And her parents are all in. And here's some of the monetary gains of it. I had a huge mega sale, which I kind of speculated on these, and I was super proud of the move that I made. And I believe this guy's name was Josh. He made it very easy. And then my guy Jake here with some vintage. He loved vintage cards, and he was trying to get legendary dogs and a whole bunch of vintage cards. And if you ever come shop with me, I do specialize in vintage in the sense of I love vintage cards, and I try to get as many clean vintage cards as I possibly can, because I love them, and as a kid I couldn't afford them, and now I can as an adult with adult money. So it's really awesome to be able to supply these cards, and this guy was really happy. He saw these cards at the O'Fallon show the week before, and then was able to get them. And it's cool that my fiance has joined me in this venture, and has spent a lot of Saturdays getting up and opening up heat, as you can see with the Marshall. At the time when she opened this, it was a $40 card, so I was super stoked. She really didn't know what was going on, but it's been awesome to open packs. She's been killing it with the pack luck, and been getting illustration rares and SIRs and stuff like that. So shout out to Wifey for opening great packs and getting pack luck. It is a way for us to bond, being able to spend this time hanging out and her supporting my hobby and stuff like that, and humoring me at times too. But she's supported me in all my hobbies and all my ventures, especially with the business venture. I need the support from her, and she really helps out a lot. But I got some heat here. She's not all the luck, but she wants to get all the luck. But like I said, I couldn't do it without her. She's a very big part of this, and a very important part. And as you can see here, you see that my collection has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger over time. I guess I'll show you a picture of where I started at, and then I can show you guys where I kind of ended at. But yeah, we started off with just a very, mostly Magic stuff, and now we're officially, really doing pretty well, with a 5-figure storefront. Here, like I said, shout out to my future wife and my mom here, who's always supported me, who's giving me some business tips and accounting things, because she does taxes and stuff like that to make sure I don't break the law or have the IRS looking for me in the future. But shout out to my family, shout out to the 2 women in my life that, you know, love me the most and I love them the most. Just looking out for me, and again, you see the collection growing over and over again. I'm gonna keep talking about that because I really grinded hard and I'm really trying to make something out of this, and I also just enjoy it. So with all of that, I wanted to show you kind of where I started out. My first ever show, we made I think like $200, but then I had to pay table fees and gas and stuff like this. So I left with like $130 or whatever. And then I'm going to show you right after this the last video of 2025 where our inventory was at our last show. What's going on, guys? Here at Wentzville Flea Market for my first ever car show, the Wentzville Car Show. As you can see, got some Pokemon here. And obviously, my love, Magic the Gathering. A little bit Pokemon I did too. But we're here for our first show. Got my fiance here. Come check me out, man. Super excited to vend today. Here today, December 13th, at the Wentzville Card Show. Slicking some more deals with Stu and the guys. We have a large selection today of modern, vintage, and mid-era stuff. As you can see, we have our modern selection right here. Some stuff from the new set, Mega Evolutions and Fantastical Flames, but also everything from the original, the newer sets, 151, Black Ball, White Flare, Journey Together, some Espeons and stuff like that there as well. Then we have our mid-era section with some couple of Chinese and Japanese exclusives. Some Rainbow, some tag teams, some XY stuff, which is already good. And then my bread and butter, my joy, the vintage stuff and megas as well. So got a pretty good selection of singles. As you can see, we have some sealed promos here. Got some new ones and got some oldies but goodies. And then we also have our huge sealed selection. We have a bunch of ETBs today, some collection boxes, some special premium collection boxes, and we have some over here, some other single packs, blister packs, triple blister packs, mega battle decks, and even some Magic today. We're kind of cutting down on Magic singles, but we will have some Magic sealed, and then our binders as well. So make sure you guys come and stop by, see us here. The show's from 9 to 2 today. Like I said, I've grown a lot in the 6 or 7 months or something like that from when I basically took the plunge into Pokemon and was buying ETBs and buying, you know, cards and stuff like that, and then kind of figuring out what cards were moving and so, and taking a risk, especially not having steady income, taking a risk and it paying off. And now we're to a point where we are around the 5-figure marks when it comes to inventory. I don't really want to go into too many details because, you know, it can get kind of crazy out here. And now we're taking risk and joining the One Piece game. I have a lot of old packs. I have some OP14 coming in. You know, I have 2 of these right now. And right now I'm kind of opening stuff and keeping some stuff to the side. But taking chances on that. And we still got Magic coming in. Mostly we're probably doing sealed product because Magic singles don't really move that much. But yeah, this is, you know, where we're at right now. And my next part of this journey is to hopefully this year turn an actual profit net at the end of the year, because we didn't turn a profit obviously the first 6 months or whatever, but like this first calendar year, really into it, hopefully turn a profit. Get some things that I really want. So like there's the Skull Pikachu. I really want to get that card. Obviously, when it comes to playing cards, I want to be able to hopefully qualify for a regional championship and Magic. Hopefully be able to play at a regional event or a relatively big event for One Piece. I'm, again, still kind of learning that. And then just keep growing the business. You know, keep growing the business, hopefully grow the YouTube channel, and just keep getting better and better and progressing and just, you know, to keep growing. That's the main thing. Just keep growing and just kind of hit smaller goals. So if you made it this far, I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and you know, wish me luck in the comments, because you know, it's not an easy thing, and I'm doing it part time. Obviously, I have a full-time corporate job, but the last thing I want to say is that I want to thank a lot of the information that's out there that was given to me for free. So obviously, shout out to all the vendors that I've met in person, but the vendors that I haven't met that have a huge. I watch a lot of vendor POVs, a lot of people, there's a lot of content creators, but the ones that have had the biggest impact on me when it comes to actually kind of see like, well, we kind of align similar, and so like I can kind of see myself in them, and how they approach things will be how I approach things and stuff like that. Is Jar Chomp Collectibles, aka Jake, and Oyama's Trading, aka Ricky. I'm in their Discord too now, so shout out to them. They've really been a great, I guess, like book of knowledge, and they've had so many trials and errors. And I'm gonna still probably have some, but it's been great to be able to learn from them and watch how they conduct business, because I kind of work the same way. And I've done buying and selling before. If you know anything about Magic, I was able to use standard cards before rotation back in the day to buy into Legacy. And so I've always kind of knew how cards work in the market. I just kind of had to learn the market and then be able to move around. But it was cool to be able to get that knowledge really fast watching their videos. So I watch a lot of people. I watch Coop and Beer Dad and Pokey Rand and Bulbasaur and all those guys. I watch a lot of people, but the people that really kind of resonated with me is Jar Chomp and Oyama. So shout out to them. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting me and helping me and get me better at this, or helping me grow this company and this business. Shout out to wifey, shout out to my moms, and shout out to you guys for watching. So hope we can keep growing, man, keep doing better. Thank you for everybody that supports the business, whether it be on TCGplayer or be in person at shows. It's awesome to see you guys every time I go. I'm super excited. And you guys will start seeing those interactions when we get the camera here and we're able to do the vendor point of view. So again, thank you so much, man. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep doing our thing in 2026, hopefully for a big year. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Much love.